Plants have never been seen as mere decorations. Across many cultures, certain plants and flowers have long symbolized prosperity, wealth, and good fortune. People have trusted them and used them as symbols of luck for generations. Did you know that two homes may look exactly alike, yet one is filled with hardship, while the other seems blessed with endless fortune? Sometimes, the only difference between the two homes is a single potted plant. Today, we are counting down 15 lucky plants that are identified as wealth magnets. For each plant, I will reveal the fortune secret, the activation ritual most channels never mention, and the critical mistakes that reverse the luck, turning your prosperity plant into a financial drain. If you believe your environment shapes your fortune, subscribe now, because every week this channel uncovers the science hiding inside ancient wisdom. Number 15. The Boston Fern. The plant that clears the path before fortune can walk through your door. In Native American tradition, ferns represent sincerity, magic, and new beginnings. A Boston fern is believed to absorb lingering negativity and create space for fresh opportunities. These ancient plants have survived for 360 million years, long before the dinosaurs and through every major extinction. In Victorian England, their mysterious reproduction sparked a craze known as pteridomania, with legends even claiming fern seeds could grant invisibility. That ancient mystery energy is part of what makes this plant special. Place it near the front entrance, elevated, in a hanging basket, or on a high shelf. Energy cascades downward like a waterfall, greeting everyone who walks in. The fortune secret. Mist a new fern lightly and whisper, "Clear what was, welcome what comes." What to avoid. Never let it dry out. A dried fern is a closed door. Never place on the ground. Energy must flow downward. Keep away from heat vents and direct sun. A scorched fern means scorched opportunities. Boston ferns are among the best plants for adding humidity to indoor air. Higher humidity links to lower cortisol, the stress hormone behind poor financial decisions. Number 14. The chrysanthemum. The flower that blooms when everything else retreats. Every other flower surrenders to autumn. The chrysanthemum opens up right when the world shuts down. In Chinese wealth symbolism, a plant that thrives when others fail carries the energy of someone who prospers when the economy struggles. The Chinese have cultivated this flower for over 2,000 years for exactly that energy. When this flower traveled to Japan, it became the official symbol of the emperor, displayed on the imperial chrysanthemum seal to this day. A flower so powerful it became an emperor's emblem. Place yellow or gold varieties in the south or southwest corner. A gold chrysanthemum in a white ceramic pot is classic feng shui wealth activation. The fortune secret. Place a single gold coin underneath the pot. The coin connects earth energy from the plant with metal energy from the coin, the element cycle that generates wealth in feng shui. What to avoid. Replace wilted blooms immediately. Dying flowers in a wealth corner invite misfortune. In some Asian cultures, chrysanthemums are funeral flowers, so never gift them without understanding the recipient's culture. Avoid entrances. Chrysanthemum energy works inward, not outward. Number 13. Aloe vera. The silent sponge that absorbs everything heavy and stuck in your home. Aloe carries wood and fire elements. It is a spiritual energy absorber, powerful for anyone feeling blocked, depleted, or financially stuck. Multiple cultures independently use aloe for purification wherever negativity accumulates. But aloe is not just passive. In esoteric traditions, those firm pointed leaves serve as a natural shield against the evil eye, envy, and negative energy from visitors. According to Vastu, placing aloe near the main entrance absorbs negative vibrations from anyone who walks in. So aloe works two ways. It absorbs what is inside, and it deflects what tries to enter. Both sponge and shield. Place in the north or east near a window with morning light. Sunlight recharges aloe's absorption capacity daily. The fortune secret. Monthly, wipe each leaf with clean water and a soft cloth. While wiping, speak one clear financial intention aloud. This is intentional calibration. What to avoid. Never overwater, because soggy aloe signals a home losing vitality. Leaves must stay firm and upright. Never place in dark corners. It needs light to process what it absorbs. If the plant turns brown or mushy, replace it. A dying aloe means negativity has overwhelmed it. Number 12. The peace lily. This plant does not attract money. It removes everything standing between you and money. The peace lily is a wealth enabler. It clears energetic blocks, resentment, guilt, and the heavy vibration from financial stress. Think of it as the plant that clears your emotional debt before real wealth can arrive. Feng Shui places it in the north or east, directions of new beginnings. Vastu prefers east, aligning with sun energy and fresh financial cycles. The fortune secret. Place a small white stone at the base. White equals clarity. The stone grounds the peace lily's clearing power into your physical space. Science is remarkable. In the NASA Clean Air study, researchers tested over 50 species. The peace lily ranked in the top 3, removing ammonia, benzene, trichloroethylene, xylene, toluene, and formaldehyde simultaneously. Very few plants could tackle that many pollutants at once. The plant that clears emotional weight also clears the literal toxins from your air. What to avoid? Remove dead flowers immediately, they stagnate energy. Never place in direct sun, the peace lily thrives in shade. Keep away from high traffic areas, it works through stillness. And it is toxic to cats and dogs. Keep elevated. Number 11. Tulsi. And this is where our list enters sacred territory. In Hindu tradition, Tulsi is not just a plant, but a living deity. It is believed to attract the presence of Lakshmi, goddess of wealth, and is worshipped by millions of families across India. Its importance is celebrated during Tulsi Viva, an annual ritual where the plant is dressed as a bride and symbolically married to Vishnu. That alone shows how sacred Tulsi is. In Buddhism, it is among the most revered offerings, symbolizing abundance, purity, and humility. Place in the northeast, the most sacred Vastu direction, or east or north. Keep the area immaculately clean. Lakshmi does not dwell in untidy spaces. The fortune secret. Every Thursday evening, light a small oil lamp beside Tulsi. Thursday is Jupiter Day in Vedic astrology, governing expansion, wisdom, and fortune. This weekly practice has been performed for thousands of years. What to avoid? Never let Tulsi die. That is deeply inauspicious. Do not pluck leaves after sunset or on Sundays. Never place Tulsi in the bedroom. Devotional energy conflicts with rest. A thirsty Tulsi is a neglected deity. Now we move from the divine to the quietly powerful. Number 10. The zizi plant. In Mandarin Chinese, this plant is called Jinqian Shu, gold money tree. Look at the leaves. Thick, glossy, growing in symmetrical pairs. They look exactly like gold coins lined up in a row. That name is why zizi plants are among the most popular business opening gifts in China. And what makes it remarkable is the neglect tolerance. Low light, rare watering, poor soil. It thrives where others die. Spiritually, that translates to a plant that gives abundantly while asking nothing. The energy of effortless return on investment. Place it in the southeast corner of the living room or office, near a safe, filing cabinet, or financial documents. It amplifies stored value energy. The fortune secret. Place a citrine crystal beside the base. Citrine is the merchant stone in crystal healing. Ziz plus citrine is one of the most powerful wealth combinations in modern feng shui. What to avoid? Never let leaves go dull or yellow in a wealth corner. That means leaking fortune. Do not overwater. ZZZ stores water underground, and overwatering rots both roots and wealth energy. Keep away from bathrooms. Safety note, ZZ contains calcium oxalate, the same compound in spinach. Not dangerous, but wash hands after handling. Number 9. The fragrant Dracaena. When this plant blooms indoors, something extraordinary is about to happen in your life. Dracaena blooms indoors extremely rarely. It needs perfect conditions sustained over years. When it does, it releases an intoxicating sweet fragrance at night. In both Feng Shui and West African traditions, this bloom is treated as a direct sign, career breakthrough, unexpected financial gain, or the arrival of someone who changes your trajectory. What makes this even more mysterious is that nobody can predict when it will bloom. not by season, not by age, not by care routine. The bloom is completely unpredictable. That is exactly why cultures connect it to unexpected fortune, the fortune secret. Speak your financial goals aloud near this plant. The tradition says, when it blooms, the intention you planted in words has been heard. What to avoid? If it blooms, never cut the flowers. Cutting the bloom cuts the fortune. Avoid cold drafts below 55 degrees. Do not place the plant in dark rooms. Yellow or dropping leaves mean fortune energy is dissipating. Address care immediately. Number 8. The snake plant. In Chinese feng shui, the snake plant is one of the 8 plants of good fortune. The Chinese believe 8 celestial virtues are bestowed on anyone who keeps it: prosperity, beauty, long life, intelligence, health, art, strength, and poetry. 8 virtues, 1 plant. The sword-shaped leaves absorb negative qi and prevent financial sha from crossing your threshold. In Nigerian Yoruba tradition, this plant is tied to Ogun, the Orisha of war. The sword-like leaves point outward, facing whatever negative force approaches. In Brazil, it is called Espada de São Jorge, the sword of St. George, placed at entrances to block envy and financial interference. 3 cultures that never communicated. Same plant, same placement, same purpose. That is not coincidence. That is convergence. Placed near the main entrance, southeast or south. It also works on a desk, east or southeast for career energy. One unique fact: snake plants release oxygen at night through CAM photosynthesis, one of the very few plants that improve bedroom air quality after dark. The fortune secret. Tie a thin red ribbon around the base. Red is fire in feng shui. The ribbon transforms a passive protector into an active wealth guardian. This activation appears across all 3 traditions independently. What to avoid? Never place near bathrooms. It absorbs impure qi. Never let leaves droop or collect dust. A neglected guardian is a sleeping guardian. Never point leaves directly at the bed. Number 7. The rubber plant. Broad, waxy leaves that catch prosperity the way a sail catches wind. Ficus elastica originates from India, Malaysia, and Java. Across Southeast Asia, shop owners place this plant in the southeast corner of their storefronts, not decoration but deliberate wealth attraction. That tradition tells you everything. In feng shui, the large glossy leaves are called wealth collectors. Their surface area catches and holds prosperity energy. But they also do something subtle. Those round, soft leaves neutralize sharp room corners where negative energy accumulates. Dual function: catches the good, softens the bad. Place at the wealth point, the corner diagonally opposite your front door or southeast. An east-facing window nearby lets morning energy charge the leaves daily. The fortune secret: wipe the leaves weekly with a clean, damp cloth. Water only, no chemicals. Each wipe removes dust that blocks financial energy and refreshes the leaf's catching ability. Think of it as cleaning your wealth net every single week. A freshly wiped rubber plant leaf shines like polished currency. Avoid dusty leaves, harsh direct sun, and overwatering. Dust dulls the plant's energy, damaged leaves can't attract prosperity, and root rot is said to weaken wealth. Also, use red or gold pots carefully. The wrong pot can destabilize the energy. It is one of the most efficient large-leaf air purifiers, especially effective in rooms with limited airflow. Number 6. Pothos, devil's ivy. They call it that because it refuses to die, low light, irregular watering, near total neglect, and it still grows aggressively. In spiritual terms, that resilience is unstoppable abundance energy. A fascinating feng shui detail: each pothos vine typically produces 5 leaves, representing the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, metal, and wood. Combined, they balance the energy of any space. 5 elements in harmony on a single branch. Trailing vines represent continuous flowing wealth. Place high on a shelf, let vines cascade down, wealth flowing from above. East or southeast corner. In Vastu, climbing up is auspicious. Spreading on the ground is dosha, defect. Always trail from height, never pool on the floor. The fortune secret: when a new leaf unfurls, pause and acknowledge it. Each new leaf is an extension of your wealth energy. Some practitioners speak gratitude when new growth appears. What to avoid? Never cut healthy vines. Each is a wealth channel. Pothos on the ground brings financial problems. Remove yellow leaves immediately. And never place in the bathroom. Wealth is literally going down the drain. Pothos removes formaldehyde at 1.5 times the rate of a peace lily. Number 5. The jade plant. Jade by the door, pour no more. Round, fleshy leaves shaped like coins. Both Chinese and African cultures, independently and with no contact, looked at this plant and called it the money tree. It is given at housewarming parties and business openings worldwide. In feng shui, jade has 5 placements for 5 purposes. East for family harmony and health. Southeast for wealth, luck, the primary position. West for creativity. Northwest for mentors and helpful people. And right by the entrance to welcome money into the home. With proper care, jade can live over 100 years. That makes it a generational wealth plant in the most literal sense. You can inherit a jade from your grandmother and pass it to your grandchildren. The fortune secret. Never accept a jade purchased reluctantly or out of obligation. It carries that reluctant energy with it. The most powerful jade plants are those gifted freely, with genuine generosity. The act of giving is part of the activation. What to avoid? Never place in the bedroom. It disturbs sleep. Never place in the bathroom. It diminishes spiritual power. Keep cactus and thorny plants away. Sharp needles send toxic arrows that counter jade's prosperity energy. Remove any dying or yellowing leaves immediately. Dead growth equals dead wealth. Overwatering causes rotting. Let the soil dry completely between waterings. Number 4. The banana plant. Sacred to Lord Vishnu. Sacred to Buddha. The most misunderstood lucky plant alive. Skanda Purana says banana plants originate from drops of divine nectar, Amrita, that fell during the Samudra Manthan, the cosmic churning of the ocean that created the most sacred treasures in Hindu mythology. It does not stop with one tradition. Buddhism cultivates banana plants in monasteries as symbols of impermanence and abundance. In Jainism, the banana is valued because harvesting does not harm the roots, aligning with ahimsa and non-violence. 3 religions, 1 plant. In Vastu, place the plant in the northeast, north, or east, always at the back of the house, never the front entrance. Every Thursday, Jupiter Day, the planet of expansion and fortune, light a small oil lamp nearby. The fortune secret. The banana is a giving plant. Fruit, leaves, flowers, trunk, all usable. A plant that gives everything attracts abundance in return. To activate, use banana leaves in cooking or as serving plates at least once. Receiving from the plant opens the channel of reciprocal fortune. What to avoid? Some astrologers insist banana plants stay outdoors only. Never plant too close to walls. Energy should flow toward the home. Keep the area clean. A neglected banana plant is deeply inauspicious. We are entering the final 3. These are not just lucky plants, they are legacy plants. Number 3. Lucky bamboo. Some families do not buy this plant, they inherit it. In many East Asian families, when a child moves into their first home, the parent propagates a cutting from their own plant. That plant watched over the family for years. The child receives a living extension of the family's fortune. The number of stalks carries precise meaning. 2 for love, 3 for happiness, wealth and longevity. It is the most popular. In Cantonese, 3 sounds nearly identical to the word for life and birth. It is the sound of the number that carries the power. 5 for elemental balance, 6 for smooth money flow, best for wealth, 8 for pure prosperity, and never 4. It sounds like death in Mandarin. Place east or southeast, on a desk or shelf, never the floor. The fortune secret. 2 steps. Tie a red ribbon around the stalks. Fire activates wood energy. Then change the water every 7 to 10 days. Each time speak one fresh intention aloud. The water carries your words to the roots. What to avoid? Never display 4 stalks. Avoid direct sunlight. Use bright, indirect light. Let tap water sit 24 hours before using to release chlorine. Never let roots dry completely. Dry roots sever the connection to fortune. Number 2. Aglaonema, the Chinese evergreen. Red leaves carrying literal fire energy, the element that ignites wealth. In the 5-element cycle, fire feeds earth, earth produces metal, and metal is wealth. A red aglaonema is the first domino in a chain reaction toward prosperity. This plant combines 3 traits almost never found together: verified air purification, measurable psychobiological impact through its color, and the ability to thrive where most tropicals die. That convergence is extraordinarily rare. Place in the southeast or east. The deeper the red, the stronger the fire. Fire energy must be seen to activate, so place it where you can see it from your main seating area. The fortune secret. When a new red leaf unfurls, pause and acknowledge it. A newly opened red leaf signals that something is activating. What to avoid? This plant is toxic to cats and dogs. Avoid cold drafts below 60 degrees because cold kills fire energy. Do not place in direct sun, as sun fades the red that carries the fire element. Faded leaves mean weakened wealth activation. And now, number 1. The most extraordinary origin story in the entire world of wealth plants. A desperate man, 5 saplings, and a braid that changed everything. Number 1. The money tree. The 1980s in Taiwan. A truck driver barely surviving. Not a botanist, not a spiritual practitioner, but a man struggling to feed his family. He finds an unusual plant in his field, 5 saplings growing so close they almost intertwine naturally. On impulse, he braids them together. He has no idea what he has done. Those 5 trunks represent the 5 elements: wood, water, fire, earth, and metal, bound in perfect balance. He grows more from cuttings and starts selling at local markets. Word spreads. Within years, the braided pachira becomes the most gifted plant in East Asian business culture. That single act of desperation created an industry worth nearly $7 million in Taiwan's agricultural exports alone. Place in the southeast wealth corner. Businesses put it near the cash register. Standard leaves grow 5 per stem, representing the 5 elements. But a stem with 7 leaves is extraordinarily rare and a signal of exceptional incoming luck. The fortune secret. Place a single coin at the bottom of the pot before adding soil. That coin seeds wealth intention from day 1. Then never let the plant sit in standing water. Stagnant water equals stagnant finances. What to avoid? Never place it near bathrooms, they drain accumulated wealth energy. Remove dead or yellow leaves immediately to prevent financial stagnation. Never move a thriving money tree unnecessarily. It has established an energy channel with its surroundings. Avoid drafts. Cold air weakens element balance. Before you go, here is your challenge. Pick 3 plants from this list, just 3. Get them this week. Place them in the directions we discussed. Activate them with their fortune secret. In 30 days, come back and tell me what shifted. If ancient wisdom backed by real science is what you have been looking for, subscribe, because every week we uncover the forgotten knowledge that modern life buried.